Imagine a world without antibiotics. It's a world we once knew. You get a cut, it gets infected, and there's little you can do. Many died from infections we now consider minor. Before the 1940s, there were no effective treatments for bacterial infections. A simple scratch could turn deadly. Doctors could only watch as infections spread, often with fatal consequences. The discovery of penicillin changed everything. Alexander Fleming, a Scottish scientist, discovered penicillin, a groundbreaking antibiotic that revolutionized medicine and saved countless lives. His discovery marked a turning point in medical history, providing a powerful tool to combat bacterial infections that were once considered deadly. Born in 1881 in a small Scottish village, Fleming was a curious child with a keen interest in the natural world. His early fascination with how things worked set the stage for his future scientific endeavors. Growing up in a rural environment, he was surrounded by nature, which further fueled his curiosity and desire to understand the world around him. He pursued his interest in science, becoming a doctor in 1906. His medical education provided him with the foundation to explore the microscopic world of bacteria and infections. During his studies, he was particularly drawn to the field of bacteriology, which was still in its infancy at the time. Fleming was particularly interested in bacteriology, the study of bacteria. He was fascinated by how these tiny organisms could cause such devastating diseases. His passion for understanding bacteria drove him to spend countless hours in the laboratory, meticulously observing and experimenting with bacterial cultures. He worked at St. Mary's Hospital in London, where he dedicated himself to researching infectious diseases. His work environment was filled with the latest scientific equipment of the time. The hospital provided him with the resources and support needed to conduct his groundbreaking research. His research focused on finding new ways to fight bacterial infections, which were a major cause of death before antibiotics were discovered. He meticulously studied bacterial cultures, hoping to find a breakthrough. His dedication to his work was unwavering, and he often spent long hours in the lab, driven by the hope of making a significant discovery. This was challenging work, requiring patience and precision, but Fleming was a dedicated researcher. His perseverance and innovative thinking eventually led to the discovery of penicillin, changing the course of medical history. This discovery not only saved countless lives, but also paved the way for the development of other antibiotics, revolutionizing the field of medicine and transforming the treatment of bacterial infections. In 1928, Alexander Fleming, a Scottish bacteriologist, made a historic observation that would change the course of medicine forever. While working at St. Mary's Hospital in London, Fleming was known for his meticulous nature and keen eye for detail. He noticed a mold growing on a petri dish containing Staphylococcus bacteria, which he had accidentally left uncovered. This seemingly trivial oversight would lead to one of the most important medical breakthroughs of the 20th century. To his amazement, the mold was killing the bacteria around it, creating a clear zone free of bacteria. This clear zone indicated that the mold was producing a substance that could inhibit bacterial growth. This mold, later identified as Penicillium notatum, was producing a substance that could destroy bacteria, which Fleming called penicillin. He meticulously documented his findings, understanding the potential implications of this discovery. Fleming named this groundbreaking substance penicillin after the penicillium mold, recognizing its potential to fight bacterial infections. He published his findings in 1929, but the significance of his discovery was not immediately recognized. This accidental discovery marked a turning point in medical history, leading to the development of antibiotics that could treat previously incurable diseases. The journey from Fleming's initial observation to the mass production of penicillin involved numerous scientists and years of dedicated research. Although Fleming recognized the immense potential of penicillin, producing it in large quantities proved to be a significant challenge, requiring years of research and development. It wasn't until the early 1940s, with the combined efforts of scientists like Howard Florey and Ernst Boris Chain, that penicillin was successfully mass-produced, revolutionizing the field of medicine and saving countless lives. Section 4. Penicillin at War: A Medical Revolution. World War II highlighted the urgent need for effective antibiotics. Infections were a major threat to wounded soldiers. Scientists worked tirelessly to develop methods for mass-producing penicillin. Their efforts were successful and penicillin became widely available. Penicillin saved countless lives during the war. It treated infections from battle wounds, preventing gangrene and sepsis. This marked a new era in medicine. Section 5. The legacy of penicillin and the importance of responsible use. Penicillin's discovery revolutionized medicine. It was a groundbreaking moment in the history of healthcare, marking the beginning of a new era in the fight against bacterial infections. Before penicillin, bacterial infections often led to severe illness or death, with few effective treatments available. The introduction of penicillin changed that narrative, offering a powerful weapon against a wide range of bacterial diseases. Penicillin paved the way for the development of other antibiotics, each designed to target specific types of bacteria. This innovation has been crucial in treating a wide range of infections that were once considered deadly. The success of penicillin inspired scientists to explore and develop new antibiotics, leading to a diverse arsenal of drugs that can combat different bacterial threats. This ongoing research and development have been essential in keeping up with the ever-evolving nature of bacteria. These drugs have saved millions of lives, transforming once fatal diseases into manageable conditions. The impact on public health has been profound, allowing people to recover and lead healthy lives. From treating common infections like strep throat to combating life-threatening conditions such as sepsis, antibiotics have become a cornerstone of modern medicine. Their ability to cure infections quickly and effectively has drastically reduced mortality rates and improved the quality of life for countless individuals. Antibiotics are powerful tools for fighting bacterial infections. They work by killing bacteria or preventing their growth, making them essential in modern medicine. However, their power comes with a responsibility. It's important to understand that antibiotics are not effective against viral infections, such as the common cold or flu. Misusing antibiotics for these conditions can contribute to the problem of antibiotic resistance. However, overuse and misuse of antibiotics can lead to antibiotic resistance. This occurs when bacteria evolve and develop the ability to defeat the drugs designed to kill them. The misuse of antibiotics, such as not completing a prescribed course or using them without medical guidance, accelerates this process. As bacteria become resistant, the effectiveness of antibiotics diminishes, making it harder to treat infections. Bacteria can evolve, becoming resistant to antibiotics. This means that infections that were once easily treatable with antibiotics become more difficult and sometimes impossible to cure. The rise of antibiotic-resistant bacteria is a global health crisis, threatening to undo decades of medical progress. It underscores the need for ongoing research to develop new antibiotics and alternative treatments. This resistance makes antibiotics less effective, posing a significant threat to global health. It can lead to longer hospital stays, higher medical costs, and increased mortality. The economic burden of antibiotic resistance is substantial, affecting healthcare systems worldwide. Moreover, the emotional toll on patients and their families is immense, as they face prolonged illness and uncertainty. It's crucial to use antibiotics responsibly only when necessary, and always as prescribed by a healthcare professional. This helps to slow the spread of resistance and preserve the effectiveness of these vital drugs. Public education on the proper use of antibiotics is essential. Healthcare providers play a key role in guiding patients and ensuring that antibiotics are used appropriately. Fleming himself warned of this danger. He foresaw the potential for misuse and the resulting resistance, emphasizing the need for careful and responsible use of antibiotics. His insights were prophetic, highlighting the importance of stewardship in preserving the efficacy of these life-saving drugs. Fleming's discovery was a gift to humanity, a breakthrough that has saved countless lives. But with this gift comes the responsibility to use it wisely. The legacy of penicillin is not just in its past achievements, but in how we choose to use it today and in the future. We must use this gift responsibly to ensure its continued effectiveness for generations to come. By doing so, we honor the legacy of penicillin and protect the health of future generations. The fight against bacterial infections is ongoing, and responsible antibiotic use is a critical part of this battle. Together, we can safeguard the health of our communities and ensure that the benefits of antibiotics are available for all.